meal 1 and 2. I have decided that I am locking TF in. I think I've said it about 10 times this summer, like, right, I'm gonna lock in, I'm gonna level up my nutrition, I'm gonna really stick and focus on my goals. And you know what? Something happens and I allow it to be the excuse I wanted to just go off track and just be like, oh, you know what? I'll start again at some point. And no. I am sick and tired of my own excuses. I just want to level up, feel good inside and out, because my gut has been playing up so much and I just want to feel good. Everyone wants to feel good. So I've decided if I say it out loud to not just myself, I will stick to it. I'm a very disciplined person in the gym. I will go to the gym when I don't feel like it. But when it comes to nutrition, I am not that person. So it's my birthday tomorrow and I was like, oh, perfect excuse. I can just start after my birthday. But you know what? That's the type of attitude I have had all summer. Start after this. Oh, I'll do it after that. Like, I tracked so well and I was like so on top of my protein goals, so on top of my calories, everything. Last week, yeah. And then I had a wedding at the weekend and I was like, eating everything in sight because I was like, oh, I'll start on Monday. And you know what? That's old Charlotte speaking. That's, oh, use an excuse to have everything in one day because I'm not going to be able to touch it again. Like, no. I am becoming disciplined in not just my training. So we are leveling up. We are sticking to our goals. I will be tracking, but mainly purely to make sure I'm getting in enough of the right quality foods. And I've switched up my gym training. So last week I was just testing out and dabbling with a few things. I gave it as a week of just kind of like playing around here and there. But no, I'm sticking to a goal, 4 gym sessions a week. I'm going to be doing a classic bodybuilding split. That's when I actually see the most progress. And that's when I really lock in. So I'm going to be doing quads, push, glutes and hamstrings and a back day. And then we're going to be sticking on top of my nutrition and getting in my steps, because when I don't go to the gym, I literally sit on the couch or just I go for one walk in a day, but I just don't really get outside and I just become a bit lazy, but like unproductively lazy. So I want to get in at least 8,000 to 10,000 steps. And that's not just because, oh, it's a number I plucked out of the air. That's when I feel like I've actually got some movement in during the day. Like, that's when I've intentionally gone for a walk, and it does so much to my mental health. And finally, I'm actually investing in my mental health. I want to not only feel physically good, but also mentally good, because my body holds on to so much stress. When I'm stressed, I get bloated, I feel puffy, I feel really grim. So I want to actually mentally feel good. That's what we're doing. That's a plan. Although it's my birthday tomorrow and I am going out for a Chinese, like, there's no time like the present. Yeah, we have bad meals, but that doesn't mean we have bad days. I want to lock in for myself, no one else, just because that's what makes me feel good. You might as well lock in whilst it's warm and it's hot and it's nice and I can go outside on my walk, so then when winter comes, I'm not like, oh, this is such a drag. Like, it's already in my routine. I've built that discipline. I've built that habit. That is why we're starting now. And this is what I mean by what I'm having for dinner. So they didn't have any of the cucumber stuff. So I just got like this pickled slaw, which is really nice. It's just less saucy. So it doesn't really add much sauce to this meal. But yeah, we are going to the gym. My bath survey was actually cancelled last night. So it is about 6. So I woke up a bit earlier, but I slept so badly. This is the gym fit. This is my favourite gym fit. Because it's my birthday, I'll just balance you there. I've got owner top, and then I've got my new woman's best bra. And then I have owner trackies, and then my Define shorts. These are my favourite colour. I think they're Lunar Rocks or something. Because we're gonna go hit back and buys. I need some before every session, I need some sort of food. Also, my hair's just getting so long now that my hair gets everywhere and it's so annoying. But we love the length, so. So now we're having breakfast. I'm absolutely ravenous. We're having oats because I just love oats. I just love them. So let's make it. And I think I've said this before, but I use unflavoured protein. Firstly, it's better quality and it doesn't have any sweeteners. And also it typically tends to be higher in protein content per gram. So I use the soy one as well because that's not like blended with other things. It's literally pure protein. So for 30 grams, it has 27 grams of protein. So that's pretty good. That's literally gram for gram. I'll pull her back. I'll pull her back. I'll put it in the microwave and then I'll add peanut butter. And also every single morning, just because I freaking love gummies, it's the only way I will be consistent with taking my supplements. So I have apple cider vinegar and multivitamin gummies. All the band together, we're going to coffee. I've never been. Okay, so went to Wix. Happy birthday me. Gonna wash the wall because insert clip here. That's the reference of the bathroom that I want to go with. I've done one upstairs room, painted that. I've done my walk-in wardrobe, and now I'm going to do downstairs bathroom. I'm going to wash it today, pick up paintbrushes from my mum's tonight, and then I'm going to do first coat tomorrow, second coat Sunday is the plan. But I also got paint today. How do I do this? 100 millilitres for one. I understand. For household clean, add approximately 1/10 of the bottle to 4. Oh, okay. I'm so confused. This is why I don't do things by myself. Let's get a measuring jug. Don't understand. Okay. Let's see how we're going on. Okay, I think 2 litres is the max. Bloody child locked. I am a child. 3 millilitres. I think that's more than one. Looks a bit strong. Okay, right, let's go wash a wall. Nice towels.
No, they're not. I bought them for £2.99. They come off on you when you try and use them in the shower.
Okay.
So they're quite perfect, actually.
I'll get the leaves on that then.
Okay.
Yeah, you wouldn't like to do this anyway, actually, Axe.
Spiders?
Cobwebby.
Oh, you're doing that wall, the back.
What did you think I was doing? No.
Oh.
The photo is off the back wall.
But you're gonna do. Are you doing the bit that sticks out?
Yeah.
Ah, okay, cool.
I think that was my error yesterday. I had caffeine, obviously, because I thought I was going to do a bat survey.
Yeah.
Okay, cobwebs gone. Ready for the Chinese. So this is the fit. This is the fit. Got these are from like Zara, I think. And then backless. And I was gonna wear these little kitten heels, but we're going to Axel's parents' boat first, so I don't think I'm gonna be able to get onto and off of the boat with these, so I'm probably gonna wear trainers.
I was watching.
We're back from Chinese. It was actually so good. My kryptonite is crispy shredded beef. One side, babe, it's crispy shredded beef, but oh my freaking god, was it so good. It was like so crisp. But I am proud of myself. I didn't really overeat. And I think it's also, when you go to those all-you-can-eat buffet places, it's very good because they give you like really small portions because it's their way of like portion control. And I think that's so good because you feel like you're having so much more, but you've only had like little portions. I just like tasting loads of little things. I put ice in my wine, so it made me feel like I'm having more volume, and I just kept on drinking water because I drink drinks really quickly. So whenever I drink, I try and have like water with my drink. So then instead of just guzzling down wine, I'm drinking water as well at the same time. Now I'm gonna get ready for bed, take my face off because I don't really wear makeup that often and I just feel a bit, I need it off of me. So I'm gonna take that off and then we're gonna watch an episode of Stranger Things.
Bringing me back old times.
What?
Well, sharing my cigarettes between
Fifth and sixth period.
Yeah.
I decided to come on a walk because I slept really well, but I woke up at my normal time, 4:30, and I just could not get back to sleep. I kept on tossing and turning, and that's what I've keep on doing recently. I just keep on tossing and turning. When I wake up, I get to sleep really quickly, but then I wake up and I just can't get back to sleep. I find it really hard because it's like my body's like, right, I've had my sleep now, we're not tired anymore, but then I will be really tired. So it's really weird. Anyway, so I've decided to come on a walk, and also I have a family barbecue today, and I just don't think I will go on a walk, and I want to intentionally get my steps in. So that is what we're doing now. And it's actually really nice. I thought it would be a bit warmer though. It's got that kind of like crispness to it, so it's a bit chilly, but I'm still in a t-shirt. I'll probably do a loop round because I was going to go and do a normal route around the park, which is a bit longer, but I think there's park run going on, which at one point I do want to start getting into park run because I do think it's quite fun and it's quite an easy way just to get some movement in on a Saturday, but it's at 9 o'clock, so it kind of takes up your whole morning. So plan is walk around the block, I'll then meet Axe back at the house, and we will walk Tesco's because he never has bloody breakfast. So I don't really know where I'm going. I've only ever done this route once, but he never has breakfast because he always gets it en route to work or he's always driving, so he'll just get it then. So then we'll walk to Tesco's, come back, and then I want to paint that room, the bathroom. So that is the plan, and the sun is shining, so hopefully it doesn't start raining because it's meant to be quite doom and gloom today, so we shall see. There we go, first coat is done. Honestly, the cramps that gave me in my hand, I should have had a roller, but the thing is, like, roller just would have been a bit too big for this part. So yeah, I did it all by paintbrush, and I think I did the loop around the loop pretty well, to be fair. Did get a bit down there, and I did get a bit on the ceiling. That was the first bit I did, so that was a bit annoying. But apart from that, pretty happy with that. I quite like the colour, so the idea is like shelving and then just make it aesthetic, but I'm not sure what to do about this. I just don't think it goes with the vibe. I don't know, but yeah, we'll see. Yeah, this is It is now Sunday, I believe. I'm getting so lost track of this weekend. I have actually had the most productive morning. So I finished off painting the bathroom, did the second coat, and I've also gone to the gym. Not only trained push, but I filmed every single exercise in 2 different angles from my workout plan. So that will be coming at some point. It's going to be a dumbbell only gym beginner guide. So it's like for those wanting to get into the gym but are a bit scared, it's perfect because you can literally do the whole exercises in one spot. So it's going to be a lower, an upper and a full body split. So yeah, I filmed all of that, so I need to edit them now and I need to go to the shops and meal prep. But I just thought I would quickly hop on here because I know I'm trying to be all authentic on YouTube and everything, and for the most part I have been, but a lot of people don't actually know my backstory. Yeah, I was thin and then I got strong from going to the gym, but not only physically have I transformed, I've also hugely mentally transformed. For as long as I can remember, I have had so many poor mental health moments, and it has literally been with me most of my life, even though it manifested differently when I was younger. So I'd say between 4 to 14, when I did gymnastics, I definitely can look back at it now and know that I had a lot of mental issues. And it was things like I would be doing moves and then suddenly I'd get a mental block. And that would go on for months. Like, my coaches just didn't understand. And I know a lot of gymnasts get mental blocks, like, for example, Simone Biles with the twisties, but mine were continuous. It was always with backward tumbling and with my giants on the bars and the beam. I'd get really scared and I just would literally cry and cry and cry. And I just couldn't understand why. One day I would be doing all of my double twists and everything, and then the next day I couldn't even do a backflip. Like, it just didn't make sense in my head, and that's one of the reasons why I did give up gymnastics. I was really good. I was level 2 champion. I competed FIG. I did nationals and everything, but I just couldn't get through the final mental block that I had. And as I got older, they got progressively worse because I knew fear a bit more. So it was a lot different then. And then I would say around my teenage years, I definitely had a lot of overthinking tendencies, like, oh, my friend said this, do they mean this? And like looking between the lines to the point where it's just too much. And then I got anorexia and I had a lot of control issues. It changed my whole personality to where I used to overthink to literally breaking down every time I had a thought. It would consume me. I needed to have so much control that I literally pushed away all of my friends. Even my family to this day, I just think back and I just cry because how much crap I put them through and how hard it must have been for them. So now it's more in the sense that I don't really have much food issue anymore. It's just I overthink, I get depressed, I get all of the overwhelmed tendencies. Like, if I'm not doing a million things at once, I feel like I'm useless, I'm just a waste of space and things like that. And it can really control you until you find ways to overcome it, and to not even overcome it, but just to silence them a bit more. So I have gone to many counsellors and therapists, and when I was 14 or 15 I went to a counsellor and I was so rude because they were so old and it was almost like they were talking down to me, and I just kind of was like, why are you talking to me like that? I'm not a child, even though I was a child, but it's like I'm not a 2-year-old child kind of thing. So I just haven't got along with many counsellors and therapists, and I haven't felt that they helped or wanted to help. It was more for a tick box exercise because they were all on the NHS. It was all very much like, it just wasn't for me. However, now I actually understand the impacts that therapy can have, not just to try and heal you, but to give you the resources that you can use to actually just calm down your thoughts and just feel a bit more peaceful and understand them a bit more. So I have started working with a company called Above and Beyond. They're a relatively new company, started just in January of this year, but they literally do what they do say on the tin. They go above and beyond. They don't care about the profit. They just want to help you, me, get through our issues and solve them together. So what you do, you fill out a questionnaire which will take you less than 2 minutes, and it's just what you're struggling with, what you want to get from therapy, what your problem areas are, all of like the generic questions, just to find out how they can best help you. What happens then is within the next 48 hours you'll be matched to a therapist therapist. So Above and Beyond offer 2 packages. Firstly, there is the Above package. This is where you'll get your 50-minute therapy sessions each week. And then they offer the Beyond package, which is literally what it says. It goes beyond all of the therapists, all of the counsellors that I have ever had and ever heard of. Not only will it entail your 50-minute therapy calls, they'll give you access to a range of resources, including sleep, diet, exercise plans. You'll get your own personalised journal, unlimited access to therapeutic and breathing technique. You'll get a mood tracker. You get all the resources that you can possibly need in order to help you relax, to help you feel calm, to help you just feel a bit more yourself. And also, not only this is the thing that I was most shocked about, they will pay for your Spotify premium, your YouTube premium, just so that you can relax more on this plan. So when I'm relaxing, when I'm sat down, eating my breakfast, having some me time, watching some YouTube, the amount of adverts that I have to endure just to watch one YouTube video is actually crazy. And it's so annoying because then I have to sit there and wait, so then I can pause it to go make myself a coffee. It's a whole ordeal and it really does mess up. Not only is it affordable, you can also use code SHAR to get 20% off your first 3 sessions. Just went food shopping. It was absolute carnage in there. It was so busy. I hate going later, but I was just doing things. So what I got? So my classics, I get like a load of fruit and veg, but I actually use ChatGPT to think of my meals because it's so hard during summer because I'm on surveys like at least 2 nights a week, so I don't need dinner for that, but I did need some dinners. So, and I always forget about Sunday, so I didn't forget about Sunday. So tonight I'm gonna make like a cod roasted veg kind of thing with lemon, like a lemon hot sauce cod is my idea. So I've got lemon, pepper, courgette, broccoli, lettuce, kale, cherry tomatoes, and broad beans for my veg. So I'm just gonna bung them all. I might not use the soya beans, because I was gonna get edamame, but they didn't have them. So I got soya beans, and they're still high in protein and pretty much the same thing. They're a bloody bean at the end of the day. And then I'm also gonna make, I was gonna make teriyaki salmon bowls, but I couldn't find any teriyaki anywhere, or like, pardon me, or like teriyaki that isn't full of loads of shit. I wanted the light teriyaki stuff, so is what it is. And then I got frozen berries and oats for my breakfast, and corn cakes for a snack because I make my own homemade cookie dough, and then I just put corn cakes on them. And then eggs for snacks, hard-boiled eggs, freaking love them. I think my eggs have gone off, my other ones, but I only got 6, so I hope they haven't. I'll just cook them. Does that preserve them? I don't know. But then I got some barbecue and sriracha and garlic granules, and then tuna, because tuna's one of those things, it's just so handy to have in the fridge. And then I got jelly because that's my kryptonite. I know it's not that great for you, but I freaking love a jelly and yogurt bowl. I do have loads of yogurt in the fridge. That's why I haven't bought yogurt. So yogurt and quark. Quark is so good. If you don't like the texture of cottage cheese, try quark. It's like cream cheese, but cottage cheese. And I'll have that on like toast or something. So quick, so easy. This is your sign. Meal prep does not need to be complicated. Like, this is literally just veggies. It has sweet potato, zucchini, peppers, onion, and then I just seasoned it with garlic and paprika and parsley. And then this is just cod marinated in lemon juice, sriracha, miso, and ginger. And then I'm just gonna fry that, have that with that, and then put some kale and some quark on top, and that will be a meal. So yeah, it doesn't need to be complicated. I'll do this same meal with salmon later in the week.